Welcome guys, welcome my friends. Today we are going to break the record on how fast and easy we can put on our front trunnion. As you can see, I have it already in there. It's not installed. You can see the rivets pointing out, and you guys are going to be right there with me every step of the way as we do it right on my kitchen table. Anyone can do it. You live in an apartment, doesn't matter, no excuses. And today we're going to build it using this tool I found on toptool.com. Now this tool uses this. You see that scoopy part right there? Where did my files go? Here are my files. You see that scoopy part right there? That's where the head of the rivet will sit, and while you crunch the rest down on that other part. Now I have to admit, I didn't think that was so. I thought you had to rivet in a factory, but that is not so. That is not the case, and we're going to get it done today. Now, if you want to build a rifle, and I recommend everyone do, don't use screws. You got to remember a lot of the pressure is going in a lot of different directions, a lot here, and you just don't want screws. It's not even a thing. Now, for this rifle in particular, and AKs in general, well, the AKM stock, the first two screws are going to be standard rivets. Now, these standard rivets, the most important thing you guys got to know is that these standard rivets, they have to be flush with the receiver. These four must be flush with the receiver. Now, these you create a small dimple for, and you could use that with do that with a file or a small ball bearing, but it's very simple to do, and we got it done. So you guys are going to go with me, and we're going to do it together. You see 1, 2, and you'll see the bottom ones when I lift up the mag well, or maybe you can see it here. Well, I'll do it with you guys, so you guys are going to see them all. But personally, when I do this, I put in 2, and I stick a file between the next row, and I make sure that to take any extra material off, to make sure everything's lined up correctly. I do that with each of the pairings, and I take them all in, and then I take my Bam, which I got at toptool.com. What you do is you get 24-inch bolt cutters at Harbor Freight. You remove the jaws, you take the jaws that they gave you, and you put them in, and voila. One thing I'd like to point out, that these are set. Now, when you first put the jaws in, they're not going to be set this way. You have to toggle with this. And if I remember correctly, up here and down here makes this tighter. And you should want it to about the size where you can hold a drill bit, where you can pretty much hold a drill bit. So, let's get to it, huh? Let's build that rifle. Let's build it. Alright, you guys are going to be seeing what I'm seeing. And I will change the angle. But for now, you guys are going to be seeing what I'm seeing. We're going to do these first two. We're going to do here and here. And I can't stress enough, if you guys want to get this done right on the first try rather, make sure that everything is flush with the receiver. You got me? I know you do. And I know you're going to build your own rifle. No excuses. Let's get it done, my friends. Now, please bear with me a moment while I make sure this works out. You're going to see everything I'm doing, so it's kind of like you have my perspective on things. It's kind of neat. Now, this is going to be, and I guarantee you this, friends, one of the most satisfying experiences. The first time you do this, it feels very, very good. and every time thereafter. Whoa. Now you see, I've just about got it, but I want to make sure that it's with the camera. Okay. Crunch. And as you can see, we'll go take a look in. It is underneath the bar, giving clearance and completely out of the way for the barrel. Now, let's do the next one. And if you do mess up a little bit, all you have to do is compensate on the other side, which has happened to me. And if I catch an imperfection, I take the drill, I take this and I fix it. And first of all, you do drill these holes into the receiver, in case you didn't know that. But let's do the next one. This crunch feeling is great. Okay, it is flush. You guys feeling dizzy? I gotta make sure this is exactly flush. And let you guys have the view. I'm gonna put it a little bit back so that you guys got it. Okay. You guys got it? Crunch. There we have it, friends. Let's see how that looks. Not bad, if I do say so myself. Excuse me, I got tools all over the place. So, as you see, it's all the way in. It's not in the way. We have clearance, and we're going to do it again. Thank you very much. Can't tell you how easy that was compared to other methods. Okay, my friends, I wanted to give you guys a different view. And I also wanted to give you guys a view where it would be easier for me to do it with not knocking the camera over. So, as you see on the side, the rivets are flush. And the third one, which we're going to get to. And on this side, the rivets are flush. You have to make sure the rivets are flush. And then you rock and roll. So I'm going to set this back and give you guys an inside view. I know you guys aren't going to be able to see the one on the right, so I'm going to focus on the left, because that's just the way the Trunnion's built. And this is going to be like this on AKs of 4774s. Now, it's just, the only difference is most AKs, AKMs, you'll use standard rivets for the first 4, and on the back, you'll use the swell neck rivets. Just want to make sure that's clear. Now, we're going to go for this rivet right here, and you're going to get to see the claw come in and rock it. Okay? So, we got the first 2 done. Now we're going for the next 2. And the next time I'm going to take you down through the magazine well, and you see how it's done. Now, I don't mean to repeat myself too much, but remember that area right here goes against the rivet on the side. It's shaped just like the top of the rivet, and it crushes this part so that it creates a locking mechanism. It locks it in place. Now, with this, we can do that just like as if it was factory made. So guys, no excuses. Build your own rifles. You can, why not? Why would you buy something someone else made when you can build your own? I don't get it, but if you're like me, you're watching this right now, you have your build and you're doing your thing. Alright, I know it seems like a little bit messy, but everything in life's a little bit messy. This, however, can't get any easier. I mean, I'm talking a little bit more, but okay. You see how I have it gripped on the left? Now, I have it gripped on the left, and we're going to squeeze down. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Crunch! Crunch. Crunch, crunchity, crunch, crunch, crunch. Now, if you want to back it up, you'll notice the rivet no longer protrudes. Now, for the sake of expediency, I'm going to quickly do this one. You can watch just to gain a better idea, enjoy the view. And I'll get this one done. We'll look up under the magazine well and do the same. I tell you guys, it doesn't get any easier than this. Back in the day, it was a little more difficult. I mean, what you're essentially doing is you're building a rifle that is made to be built in the factory, but you're building it on your kitchen counter with specialized tools. Crunch! Crunch, crunch, crunch. Feel that crunch. It's very, very, very satisfying. Now, let me just take a quick look. It's crunched in. It is crunched in. Both came out better than I thought they would. Now, let's take a little quick peek in there. As you can see, the rivet is crunched. I know, it's an old Romanian kit. I gotta do some cleaning in there. But I did not think that, excuse the wobbling of the camera, will I find the rivet. Oh, there we go. It's crushed. See that? And we're gonna go back and see that crushed perfectly. And as you can tell, it's not in the way of the surface where the barrel slides in, which is the most important. Anyways, on to the next. Okay guys, so we're gonna do the last two skull necks, and that will be it. I just want to let you see these two up here have been done. These two at the end, I'll show you how they're all done. And these two swell necks, see, and I'll put her back in, and right here I'm gonna go through the magazine well, and we're gonna rock. We're gonna get it done. I just wanted to show you guys how easy it is, and it'll be a lot easier for you guys because guess what? You guys won't be using a camera to do it at the same time. So trust me. And it only gets easier the more you do it. And honestly, of all things I've started to do and learned as I did it, building rifles is actually one of the easier ones. So there's no excuse to buy those overpriced rifles when you can just build one your own. Excuse me, I just messed up a little here. I need to get a grip on it. It's a firm grip on it. So the reason why they have swell necks on the bottom is because there's a larger amount of surface area, and since there's a larger amount of surface area to work with, exposed, whoopsie. Okay, it's just my setup. Since there's a larger amount of surface area, equals you can do more with it. So it's just clamping in that trunnion in harder. And that wasn't bad. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Now, we still have this next rivet to do, and let's get her done. Alright, my friends, let me set this up. And as you can see, my vise isn't bolted in. If my vise was bolted in, that little slip wouldn't even have happened. But since I'm trying to give you guys the best view and different views so you can believe in yourself and know that this is easy and know that you can do it, you know, I unbolted my vices. So here we go, the final crunch until we get to the back. Crunch. Alright, let's take a look inside. Okay guys, let's take a look at our work. All the rivets are pretty flush. Pretty flush. Let's take a look at these. Flat. Boom. Flat. I did have to do that one again. It won't be interfering. I had to compensate just a little, but it was just an extra crunch. So, inside, looking good. See that? Flat. You wouldn't even know. For some people, I may have to point. It's right there. It is flat. And right. This one. Camera. See it? Flat. Now we look under the magazine well. Flat. Flat. Now, if I wasn't using a camera, how long do you think this would have taken me? It would have taken no time at all. Now guys, I want you to build your own rifles, subscribe, send the love, and no excuses guys, build that rifle. Take it easy.